And now it's time for Ask Roz and Mocha.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 891 of the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Ask Roz and Mocha. We head to the phones. Hello, Ashley. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Amazing. Glad to have you on the podcast today. What is your question?
My question is, so whenever you, Mocha, joke about how people should unfollow Maury on Instagram just to, tick him off, does his follower count actually go down?
Damn it, Maury?
That's a good question.
Yes, it does.
Oh, interesting.
Mission accomplished.
By how many, though?
Yeah.
Oh, give or take. It depends on, honestly, what time of day you do it at.
Really, huh?
So, but we're only on the radio, the same time every day.
But I guess
No, what
early
hour?
in the show.
Sometimes you do it earlier.
Okay.
I got you. What's the most sort of significant drop that you can recall, more?
Oh, 500. There was one time.
500?
There was one time where you did it, some sort of weird challenge, and it blew up the wrong way.
And have any of those followers come back?
I
don't?
think so. No, I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, here's a fun challenge because we're now in the podcast world, right?
Oh, interesting.
And podcasts get listened to at all hours of the day, right? Not necessarily on the day of release, but it could be months from the release, years from the release,
That's true.
decades from the release. So at any point in time that you're listening to this podcast, go and hit unfollow at Dammit Maury if you're currently following, because he's got one of these apps that notifies him whenever somebody unfollows.
Yes.
So he'll get that notification, today, whether today is at some point in 2024, if today is at some point in 2030. Right?
And Maury re-signed with his therapist, so now they have something to talk about.
Hey, that's amazing.
Oh, did you really?
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, I got a
That's
lecture about leaving him for a year.
Wait a second. So, hold on. So, you had left your therapist.
Yeah.
Because you felt what? You felt like it wasn't working? Or
I felt
you
that
didn't
he was
need it anymore?
redundant. I felt he was redundant.
In what way?
Ooh, did
Like,
you
is
tell him
it-
that?
In a smaller word. I just said
What was the word you used?
We kept saying the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I mean, if you did some of the work that I would tell you to do, then maybe we wouldn't have this problem.
Right.
And what'd you say?
I said, cool, let's start now.
So, why weren't you doing the work?
Oh, because who likes writing in a diary?
No, but what aside from writing in a diary, was there specific life changes that he was asking you to make, or different
Not
ways
life,
that
no,
you
just if you have problems with people, pretend they're in the chair in front of you, and you had to
role play?
I had to role play.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
When he would act like the person that you would have a problem with?
No, there was one color of a Sharpie was one person, the other color Sharpie was another person. He'd lean them in the chair, and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Wait a second. He put a marker in a chair and you had to talk to a marker?
Yeah.
And now you're going back to him?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Progress.
Wow. Which marker did you like the least?
Blue.
The blue one.
What about the brown one?
Who's the blue one? Who's the blue one?
The blue one, you can guess who the brown one was.
Wait a second.
Wait,
you
hold
guys
on.
use a brown marker?
Oh, no.
That's, yeah.
Mocha's got to go to therapy now.
I'm going to start booking with your therapist, bro.
Yes.
And you know which marker I'm going to use? You know how they got those mini Sharpies?
Yep.
The ones that you hang off your keychain?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be using.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Okay, so wait a second. So you put you put markers in the chair, and then you had to talk to them, and they represented people in your life, right?
Yeah.
So who was in the chair the most?
Brown.
Brown. Mocha was in the chair the most?
Brown marker was in the chair the most.
Really? You talk to your therapist more about Mocha than you do about Matthew?
Oh, and you.
And me.
Oh, wow.
At one point, I believe that I was number one, though, right?
That's true, yes.
I was number one at one point.
Yes, you were
What
pink.
color?
He was pink marker.
Oh,
Pink.
my
Oh,
God.
shoot.
Okay. So at some point during therapy, when you guys would put markers in chairs and they represent the people in your life, the pink marker, which was me, was in the chair the most?
Yes.
Wow. And then at some point, I don't know what happened, but at some point, the brown marker, which is Mocha, now is in the chair more than the pink marker.
To the point where the brown, the brown marker was in the chair already before I got in the room.
Oh, my God.
Bro, you're going to have
To save time. He's like, here we go.
Today, you're going to have to go on Amazon and order a whole box of brown markers.
Wow. And what color marker is Matthew?
Matthew's black.
Oh, okay. Dark. Dark.
Damn. Well, Ashley, this took a weird turn here. Have you already unfollowed Maury from Instagram?
I have, yes.
Okay. And did you refollow or no?
I did once, and then I unfollowed again.
Oh,
there were just so many posts, and it was just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I felt bad.
Maury, do you ever hold the markers? Like do anything?
Cradle them?
Do you ever do you ever physically interact with the markers?
No, you're not allowed to touch the markers.
Oh, you cannot touch them.
No.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, bro, touch my marker. You see what's going to happen. Ashley, you're the best. Love you. Thank you so much for listening. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Oh, my goodness. Always has been the sexiest man alive, Roz.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to Pink Marker.
Hey.
Have a great day.
You too. Love you guys.
Right
You
on.
too. Melissa says here, would you rather have a big kitchen or a big yard? I'm going to say yard.
I agree.
I like having the
agree.
space. Roz?
How big and how big? Like, what's a big yard? Like, what's a big yard? I don't need a huge yard. I need.
Like, you have a pretty big yard at your cottage.
Yeah.
Right? So let's say that size.
But I
Whatever
also
that
have a
size
big
is.
kitchen there too, right? So, but in the city, like I have a small kitchen and a small yard. So I'm like now thinking like if I could be at home and change one thing where I could have a massive kitchen in that same house, or I could walk outside and have a massive yard in that same house.
I would say you would probably think kitchen because you spend all of your time there, right?
I would say kitchen.
Like year round.
I would say because going from like if you have a normal size kitchen, right, then you could make that work. But my kitchen in the city's small, right?
Yeah.
And so it's not like it's a normal size kitchen, it's a small kitchen. And so if I could go at the house, either a bigger yard or a bigger kitchen, I'm 100% going bigger kitchen. Absolutely. With 2 dishwashers.
Ooh, nice.
I should have put 2 dishwashers in when I did a renovation, and I really dropped the ball on that. 2
Could
dishwashers.
you still do that now or no?
Nah, it's way too hard to configure with the water and everything else.
Yeah.
But 2 dishwashers is a friend of mine had 2 dishwashers, and it's just life changing. It's life changing. You never have dishes on the counter.
I'd rather have 2 microwaves.
Really?
For what?
So
For what?
So that you can microwave. That way, you're not microwaving my dinner and then wait, and then the next you can microwave both dinners at the same time.
You can't wait 3 minutes?
When I can do it at the same time.
No. 2
Bro.
dishwashers is the way to go.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So, David Maury, what do you want?
One of my biggest regrets is not buying a place with a bigger balcony. Like, I wish I had a bigger balcony.
Yeah. Outside space is important.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You can't
Do you
even go
guys
out there.
use yours or no?
There's not enough room for 2 people.
No, it's like a
you can't
little.
even put like one chair?
I would love to, but it would look absolutely ridiculous. It'd be hanging off the edge.
Yeah, it's not. It's
when,
not good.
when you guys are out there, like one person sit on the other one's lap.
I mean, you could, but it's weird. Like, what are you looking at? The dumpster?
Yeah, there's no view or anything, right?
Oh,
like,
right. You just face another building.
yeah,
and
It's like
and
the alley
dumpster
between 2
and
buildings.
construction.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
It's not-
Maria, what do you
it's
want?
not
Big
good.
kitchen, big yard?
I would go big kitchen.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you know what? At the end of the day, like we live in Canada and you can't use the yard all year round, and at least you can host a big party in your kitchen.
There you go. Shem?
For me, definitely big yard because I've always lived in a condo my whole entire life. So I've never had the experience of having a big yard, and it'd be nice to, sort of run free and frolic.
It's interesting that the 2 people who grew up living in buildings both chose yard.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll
100%.
say, my dad has the hot tub now,
Yeah.
and we're in that hot tub winter, spring, all year round. Like, I would love to be able to go out and
You should
enjoy
put a
hot
skinny
tub.
little hot tub, like a standing hot tub.
They
on
have
your, on your
balcony hot
balcony.
tubs.
I know.
Oh, why don't you guys invest in one of those?
Yeah. Like just
Matthew
it,
wouldn't
it would just
allow,
be a
right?
tube,
Not a chance.
right? Like one person only.
Oh, man. That would look so weird.
They should make those in clear. Clear. Maury all mashed up against the side of the tube.
Man, I don't need that visual. Chris says here, have Roz and Mocha had any fun midlife crisis purchases yet? A new convertible, for example? You bought anything, Roz?
No,
That would be
nothing.
considered midlife crisis?
Nothing that I don't think would be considered
Second dishwasher?
midlife crisis.
Yeah, that would be yours.
Have I? No, because I'm not really into things like that. Like I don't see the value in an expensive car.
Yeah,
For
same.
me anyway, right? Like it's not a flex. For me, it's a worry. right? Like I don't want that worry in
Yeah, you
sort
go to the
of
grocery
in my
store, you don't know if
life.
some jabroni's going to
I just
take their
don't-
cart and accidentally or on purpose.
Yeah, and I don't want. I'm not
hit your
right
ride.
now. Like my thoughts of being carjacked or having my car stolen are zero.
Oh, yeah.
I live a wonderful life without worrying that I'm going to get carjacked or that somebody's going to clone my key because I don't even have one of those keys.
Yeah, you're old school, right?
Yes.
You need the key to get into the car. You need the key to start the car.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, so no, I haven't, and I haven't bought anything like crazy. I haven't wanted to go away. Like I haven't. I don't know. Have you? Like
No.
no,
I'm not that guy.
No.
I want to go back to your truck for a second here
Yeah.
because we've always talked about how loud your truck is.
Yes.
Right? And especially in the parking garage. And because you and I leave at different times, I'm usually here a little later.
Right.
So I don't leave at the same time as you.
Right.
But there's one day last week or 2 weeks ago, I think it was, we were leaving the parking garage at the exact same time. And I heard when you started up your truck. Have you guys heard his truck in the parking lot?
Yeah.
Like it's loud out in the streets, but when it's in a parking lot,
It like vibrates the garage. Yeah.
no, it was so loud. It was so loud.
Kind of sexy.
Yeah, it's loud. It's
It
loud.
is very
I know,
loud.
I know.
I can't even imagine in your neighborhood when you leave at whatever time you leave in the middle of the night to come to work, how loud that truck is.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even thought about that.
Yeah, very loud.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it. I drove by during the night at King of Pins. I drove by Shem in the parking lot at the bowling alley. I almost scared. He jumped out of his skin.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Holy.
I think I had the windows down too. Like I was listening to like AC/DC or something like
I
that.
love that.
Came in hot.
C says here, question for everyone. What's for dinner? It's such a pain in the butt figuring out what to make for dinner for a bunch of unappreciative, picky eaters every single day. Who cooks in your family and what's their strategy? Any tips or advice for the unmotivated home cooks out there? I know this person says question for everyone, but I think we can default to Roz, who is like the chef in the room. We'll give everyone else a chance to answer as well, though.
I would say that I cook 99.99999% of the meals that my family eats. What is for dinner? I will usually ask them the day before if they have any preference, but I base a lot of the dinner stuff around what Rox wants for lunch. I'll never ask her what she wants for dinner because she's 14 and she's like, I don't know. But I always say, what do you want for lunch? And then if she has a specific thing that she wants for lunch, then I know what leftovers she will need to make that thing. So then that sometimes affects dinner. But oftentimes, to be honest with you, I just love cooking so much. 3 days a week, I'd say we each have. I make 3 different dinners for 3 different people.
Oh, really?
We'll all have something different. Catherine will want chicken with rice and broccoli. Roxy will want, chicken in a pasta with some tomato, and then I'll want a club sandwich. So I buy chicken, but I'm making 3 different things for dinner.
That's smart. Yeah, Jenna usually makes her and I will eat the same thing, and she'll make something different for Cruz.
Yeah.
Right? But she plans that stuff in advance. I know
Really,
it takes
yeah?
a little bit of time, but she plans all that stuff. What do you guys do at home, Maury?
Ever since
Do you still do the delivery service?
No. So Matthew cooked his own meal for the week yesterday. He made a wonderful beef stew, and then he cleaned the pot, and then I cooked my cabbage soup for the week.
Oh, God.
So gross. Oh man,
Boiling cabbage in that little condo?
I thought you were eating celery and peanut butter.
No,
only.
but I do cabbage. Like if I want something in the evening, I'll do. It's just basically cabbage and broth.
It's so gross.
I think I'd stick with the celery and peanut.
Yeah, facts. Maria, what about you?
I don't cook every night because my mom will cook because I'm home.
Yeah.
But I'll help her out every night.
Oh, okay.
But we have something different every day.
Does she ask at all, or she just makes?
I'll get the question of, "Are you home for dinner tonight?"
Yeah.
Or what nights are you home for dinner? That way at least she can plan it. And then she'll ask me what I want, and I'll usually just say chicken and salad. And my dad's like, "Can we not have chicken and salad over and over again?"
Yeah.
Wow. So we'll change it up though, but we generally keep it different.
All right, Shem?
Yeah, I'll get meals twice. Sundays typically I'll get a couple meals. I'll get a meal that I can use during the week, but I'm on my own, man, and make whatever I can make. Really, my repertoire is not nearly as great as let's say Roz's at all, but I'm learning for sure.
Yeah, Rox made this thing the other day for herself. She was just in the kitchen whipping something up, and she had like a black bean tomato with, she roasted her own pepper and onion, and she boiled all that down with some stock and then made this thing, and then she put it over couscous with some some crushed avocado on top of it, and then ate it with tortilla chips. And it was this beautiful looking thing that was like gorgeous. Yeah. But she's at the age now where she'll just like figure out what she wants, and then she'll just put her own sort of, menu together for lunch.
Good for her.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, she loves cooking.
Do you know what I made alone the other night?
What's that?
Peanut butter and banana on toast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm not going to hate because that's a great meal.
Right? That's always my default.
I usually have
All
that
the time.
like after the gym. When I go
Peanut
to the
butter
gym.
to banana on toast?
Yeah,
Well,
and peanut butter?
no, not with the toast because like it's in my bag all day, and then I go to the gym after work. So it's usually the peanut butter sandwich with the banana on the side.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Mazar says here, can Mocha do the news as well as Roz? And can Roz say it's Friday as long as Mocha?
I don't know.
Pauline says, does anyone on the show have a go-to movie or show that they watch again and again that they find comforting?
The Office.
Yeah, The Office is my TV show. Movies,
Yeah.
I watched this the other day again. You know what I'm going to say, right?
I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
Endgame.
I watched Endgame again.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. That's like one of my new favorites now as a rewatch. And I know it's like 3 hours and 5 minutes, but man, guys, the last time I watched it, I can confidently say I did not cry because I wasn't drinking.
You did not?
No, because the time before that, I was
you got
drinking.
drunk and watched Endgame and cried?
When Tony Stark, when he got
when
he got all the Infinity Stones and he's like, I am Iron Man, and he snaps Thanos and everybody away, I teared up.
Okay, how much drinking does it take to get you to cry at Endgame?
So that was around the 2 hour and a bit, like a couple of glasses.
And you're all in your feelings.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
And then especially during the funeral scene when like everybody from the MCU's there on Tony's property.
Yeah.
Bro, that gets my heart every single time.
Yeah. But not without booze, though.
Not without booze.
Interesting.
I was sitting there like, I cried at this?
Yeah.
Maria, what about you?
For some reason, I always watch Burlesque.
What is?
Burlesque
Who's
with
in that?
Christina Aguilera.
Oh,
I love, because I love
Cher.
the soundtrack, and then sometimes I'll put on Emperor's New Groove.
Put on
cartoon?
what?
Emperor's New Groove.
The Disney movie. Animated.
It's for like 6-year-olds.
I don't know either of those two things.
What?
You don't know Burlesque?
I
What's
literally-
burlesque?
Share.
It's like it's a
Christina
the burlesque
Aguilera.
dancers, and then they're like trying to save this burlesque club, and Cher's the owner, and
I've
the
never-
soundtrack's amazing, and the
Stanley
guy
Tucci's
from
in
the
it.
OC's in there, Volchuk, but he wears eyeliner.
Never seen it.
Shem, what about you?
I'm with you guys. The Office for sure. I don't rewatch movies
At all?
at all.
Really?
I maybe have rewatched one movie before, and that was by accident. And then when I realized I had seen it, I stopped watching it. But I just do not rewatch movies.
I
This isn't-
don't often, but
This isn't stereotypical. I'm going to ask this question because I used to rewatch this movie like a lot. I'm talking multiple times a year.
It's gonna be a Tyler Perry movie, isn't it? Go
No,
ahead.
Boys in the Hood.
Oh,
Great movie.
Great movie. I've watched it a
Oh
few
my
times
God.
too.
Yeah.
That's so, you know what? Maybe that'll be my
great
rewatch.
movie.
Oh, I can't drink because that scene with Ricky.
oh, Ricky!
Yo, if
Boys in
I'm
the Hood's a
drinking
good movie.
and that scene, I'm crying for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what other scene gets me in that movie? Spoiler alert, is close to the very, very end. Actually, it's the very last scene of the movie where Cuba Gooding Jr. is sitting there talking to Ice Cube,
to Ice
Doughboy.
Cube. Oh,
and then when Ice Cube starts walking away and he he just vanishes,
Yeah.
as if Thanos snapped him away.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
And then the text
yeah,
shows
yeah,
up and says
yeah.
2 weeks later, Doughboy was shot and killed.
Killed, yeah.
Oh
Great.
my God,
So good.
that movie. David Morey,
Always 13 going on 30
great movie.
or Devil Wears Prada.
Never seen it.
Oh my God.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I actually really quite
Yeah.
like Devil
I
Wears
watched-
Prada.
Like literally, I have it on my PVR, and if there's nothing, I'll just start watching Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, the girls watched it not that long ago. I think we watched it like a week and a half ago or something like that. Yeah, it's
Matthew
really good.
quotes from Devil Wears Prada at work all the time.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what are his go-to quotes?
Gird your loins
Yeah.
and flowers for spring, groundbreaking.
In what context? I need to know.
Like if they're, because he's a publicist, right? So like if people are pitching things, he might just use that line or gird your loins or
I think what Mocha's saying is that he doesn't understand what gird your loins means.
like watch out, the boss is coming or somebody's coming or that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the girls watched, God, they watched a ton of, Roxy loves Daddy's Home. Still,
Oh,
we
that's a
watched
great
that movie.
movie.
And then they watch Bridesmaids all the time.
Great movie.
Oh, I love. Yeah, that's such a classic.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is another one of their favorites, which I love.
Who's
that
in that again?
movie.
I only saw that
Matthew
once.
McConaughey and Kate Hudson.
Oh, okay. I've only seen it
With
once.
the Isadora.
Okay.
No, you don't know. You don't know that.
I have
When
the
they
board
sing
game
I'm
for
So
that.
Vain, that's the best scene.
Yeah, it's You're So Vain, but that's
Also,
whatever.
okay.
also, Mean Girls, like classic.
Yeah.
That's a great movie too.
And anything Harry Potter. I'll binge that all the time too.
You still will?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. But no, there's so many good
Sex
ones.
in the City.
I never did. So no.
If you're going to watch either of the movie, watch number 2.
The one in Dubai, that one sucked.
Whoa.
Just because of the one line, Abu
sorry.
Dhabi.
Why do you have such an opinion on that?
Sorry, guys.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay. Hold on now.
Yo, you guys remember that one scene of Boys in the Hood? Let's go back to the phones. Yo, Vasi, what's up? It's Roz and Mocha.
Yeah, hi. My question is for Mocha.
Oh, wow. Just
When
jump
did-
right into it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sure. When did Mocha start tucking his ears in his calf?
When did I start tucking my ears?
When did
You know
Mocha
what?
start
I don't
tucking his
know.
ears
it's
into
just
his
a habit,
cap?
man. Like, it's been years on years.
But was it like when you were you didn't do that when you were a kid?
Probably.
Because Mocha tucks the top of his ears into his hat,
Yeah.
right?
My kid does that now, too.
Does he? Yeah. I wondered about that. I wondered if that was going to be the kind of thing that your kid did. But do you remember? Was there ever a reason why you started?
No, it's just always been that way.
Really? But like, did you see anybody else do
No.
that?
No.
I'd be
I've
curious if you
always-
gave your dad a ball cap if he would tuck his ears in.
Maybe.
I'd be curious.
I
I'd
don't
be
know.
curious to see.
There's no reason. It's just habit.
And it's not because you don't like. 'Cause I will say this. I would assume, right, that if somebody tucked their ears into the cap, maybe they felt like their ears looked a little pokey if they were wearing a hat.
No,
but
it's just-
yours do not. Like
it's just
you do
habit.
not have pokey ears.
I put a hat on, the ears go tucked in.
Now, does the hat automatically tuck the ears in, or do you put the hat on and then like?
No, I think I have to do it.
And then you physically tuck
yeah,
your
no,
ears in.
I have to tuck the
do,
ears
huh?
in. Yeah, I don't know,
Interesting.
Vasi. It's just always been that way for like my entire life.
What if you're doing something, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if you are like you're at Costco, okay, and you're
Love
like
Costco.
you're loading the car, you're doing something heavy, you're in the store, whatever, you're grabbing all this stuff. Let's just say you got something heavy in your hands, right? And you're wearing a ball cap, and one of your ears comes out.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that bother you?
Oh, it's noticeable. And then once I get to the car and I unload like all the Costco stuff,
Yes.
I'll tuck the ear back in.
Right, but it
'Cause it
bothers
feels-
you if one is out.
It just feels weird.
It feels weird,
Yeah,
huh?
it doesn't
In the
feel normal.
summertime, does your ear tips get sweaty?
No.
Do you ever get? I wonder about a tan line across the top of your ears.
I've never paid attention. Maybe? I don't know.
I think that might be a thing.
Can you hear still?
Because I used to know a bald guy who wore baseball hats,
Uh-huh.
and he would have that hole in the back from a snapback.
Oh.
Right, so it was tan line on his head, would be a tan neck.
Yeah.
Right, like white head, but he would have that circle that was burnt on his head from
Is
the
that what's happening
snapback.
to you, Maury?
What do you mean?
Because of that spot in the back of your head.
Yeah,
That's
do you
not
have
where the holes
do you
are.
Do you put lotion on that more?
Because
but
it's
I-
getting
when
bigger
you
now,
go
right?
outside?
But I use beard hair growth on top.
On your head?
Yeah, I spray beard grow on top of my head.
Why?
Oh, and I take biotin pills now, so for my hair.
What's
Who
that?
told you to do that?
The internet.
What, from biotin?
Yeah, it's for like thicker hair.
Yeah, is that what Matthew McConaughey took?
Oh, maybe.
Because he got all new hair. He was bald.
What is it that LeBron took? Or was it just straight up hair transplant?
The hair transplant.
I don't know, man. Jeez, I could use some though. I gotta
When did you shave your mohawk off, Chef?
thinning. Last week.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
It was-
Sorry, man.
That's okay.
Did we answer the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Vasi. Appreciate you. Thank you for listening. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Mocha?
He's a man of very few words, Vasi, huh?
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
All right, see you, man.
All right, later.
All right, thank you.
I think that guy maybe said like 10 words the entire conversation. Thank you, everyone, for all of your questions. Keep an eye out on Instagram because we'll randomly post once a week a question that reads Ask Roz and Mocha. Sometimes videos up there. That's where we get these questions from, and 2 of you will be selected to join us on a future episode. This has been episode 891 of the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.